Because like at one point you were like they need to remove the Hall of Fame of the PDGA. The PDGA has nothing to do with the Hall of Fame apparently. The Disc Golf Hall of Fame was developed in 1993, and it's a separate 501c3 organization.
I mean, who?
It was founded by Levon Wolf.
Interesting. I don't know who I want to be in charge of the Hall of Fame or what is the Hall of Fame. It's cool to be able to like have the Hall of Fame be like a special thing though, and like snubbing Paul on the first ballot when he was technically qualified was just like, well, now I don't care about the Hall of Fame.
I'm just trying to like figure out what
you can be the best player of all time and not make it in on the
like
first
he
ballot.
just posted second ballot at PDGA, and then it seems like
tagged him.
Yeah, but also
Boom
does
shakalaka.
Does the Hall of Fame, Disc Golf Hall of Fame, have an Instagram?
No, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
So first off, tagged the wrong person, but that doesn't matter. I'm just like, people in the comments, I think, thought he got in on the second ballot.
I did.
That's what I'm saying. I read it and I was just very confused because I knew
fraud?
the first ballot when he didn't get in didn't make a lot of noise because I think no one knew he was on the ballot.
Well, nobody really knows about the Hall of Fame.
Well, I don't know who's on the ballot. You just see who gets in.
I think we just, in disc golf, like we consider like world title winners as like our Hall of Famers. Like, oh, he's a world champ.
Yeah.
You know? But then now it's kind of weird because
now people are
there's some
thinking
pretty sketchy world champions. Looking at you, Greg.
Because the other thing, people are like coming after the PDGA, and like, wait, you're not first ballot. I don't understand. The comments just like,
should we start our own Hall of Fame?
No, I'm just trying to see, is there something that I missed?
Here's the thing:
that sparked
if
this,
we start,
other than just like,
let's make an Instagram account called like the actual, like we'll just title it something a little bit different.
Real DG
just
Hall
the
of
Disc
Fame.
Golf Hall of Fame. We'll make it look way more professional, way cooler, and we'll start electing people each year and just see if people catch on.
The first person is Silas.
No, like we'll do real, like legit elected people each year, make a nice graphic for it. Never tell people it's us, except for the people that just heard me say this. Just forget you heard it. And just see if like people like start accepting it as the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
How many things like that can we do?
I'm not quite sure this setting is the best place for those kind of
no,
ideas.
we're not going to do that.
Yeah, because Drew commented and said, "What a joke! The Hall of Fame just lost street cred to me." And then someone responded and said, "I'm confused."
I feel like it'd be my dream to like on coverage hear Ian be like, "And congrats, Philo, for getting elected to the Hall of Fame. I saw that last week." And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's a big honor." And like, we're the ones that made it up. And like we say that like that we like tell people that there's like a big panel voting on it from disc golf.
It's just us.
It's just us.
Every week on Grip Locked. It's like, hey, so this week we're just talking Hall of Fame candidates. Gonna go through
Like,
the ballot.
This week is
It's
Ian
crazy
Anderson.
that like the Twitter polls line up with the Hall of Fame inductees every time. Like, isn't that a crazy coincidence?
No, you can't let Twitter decide it. Yeah,
I mean, I'm gonna create the Hall of Fame today.
that's what happened in '93. Levon Wolf just did
Yeah,
exactly
but you're
what you
allowed
said.
to just create one. So what the heck? I'm gonna have a competing Hall of Fame. It's gonna be better.
It's going to be called the Fall of Fame.
Yep.
But I'm wondering, I would like to talk to, and maybe this is an interview you can get for your show.
Ooh,
Get-
LeBron.
Sure. I was gonna say someone on.
LeBron Wolf?
I feel like I'm on a different podcast because I feel like I'm talking and then y'all are just having different conversations the entire
Sorry,
time.
man.
Oh no, I'm not coming after you.
Don't
I'm just
talk me
saying
to
it's
my
like
coffee, bro.
when I'm talking, I'm just like, no one hears what I'm saying right now.
I hear. All right, go ahead.
Well, all I'm saying is it'd be fascinating for you to get someone who's on the panel and just
like
get the reasoning why Paul wasn't inducted. Like, was it something that they had already made the decision?
I would just be scared because what if it's like a really short answer and then that's the end of the interview?
Well, no, because you can. I mean, you're not fascinated by the Hall of Fame
No,
in general.
I was Levon Wolf would just be an interesting interview.
Yeah, that's true too.
He's been around.
He knew Shoeshrick was going to be someone.
That's
way
right.
back
His first
in the day.
autograph.
But what I'm wondering
Kid
is
was
like
throwing Heisers all over the place.
in 2021 was
Nobody gets that reference.
in 2021 was this rule already in their head? Like, well, you know, starting January 1st, you had to be 45 years old. And so someone like tried sneaking.
Why didn't they implement it though that year?
Well, I'm saying I'm wondering if like someone tried sneaking Paul in, be like, oh, we've got to get Paul in, and they're like, well, no. Like, I wonder if that was the reasoning. Like, if the rest of the panel was like, if there's like one guy who was not on board with this rule, and so he snuck Paul in, like we got to make sure we get him in before
Well, it
this
seems
rule.
like they need to get their panel straight.
And then the rest of the panel's like, I'm just trying to think of logically why I'm sitting there and I'm not voting for Paul Macbeth if he's on my ballot.
Bunch of old heads, man. They just love the greats.
Who is the panel? Our team.
You just like go on there and
Call
it's
him
me.
out.
Meet the staff,
Call
the
him
board
out.
of directors. Or you think You think this is who's voting?
Give me one name. I'm gonna say, come on, man. Give me one name.
I mean, it
Not
seems like
one of them. I mean, they are.
Is this
they're
who?
old.
But like, where's Can I find like, how do they determine the Hall of Fame? Like
Yeah.
they have qualification, but like, is it just go to them and they pick?
They're just picking, man.
They're voted in the inaugural class.
They do a class each year.
Mm-hmm.
We've looked at this before, and we like don't even know half the names, and that's fair because the sport's been around a long time. But like,
Okay. Anyways, supporting
at
partners.
some point,
We need to be on the contributing
they're
partners.
sponsored.
I still think we need like a disc golf Grammys, call it like the minis.
All right. So the board of directors, the
Heisers.
chairman of the board is Michael Captain Snap Conger.
What?
Captain
There
Snap.
is nothing.
Captain
How many
Snap.
disc golfers have some nickname having to do with Snap?
No.
I know two. That one and James Snappy Cole. There's got to be another one.
Levon Wolf, Dan Roddick.
What a name.
Stork Roddick. Dan Stork Roddick.
Oh, another nickname.
Harold Duvall.
If we renew our PDGAs ever,
I
can
just
we
did.
Loser.
I had to. I have to.
Can we make okay, if we renew our PDGAs
You have to, Battle of
ever,
Bedford.
I'm going to be illegal. If we renew ever, when we do nicknames this time, okay. What's yours? Mine's going to be Trevor Snappy Salb.
I always
Mine's
I'm
gonna be
gonna-
Sappy. Mine's Sappy.
I'm just going to
Hunter
steal.
Sappy Thomas.
I'm just going to
Hunter
steal.
Sappy Thomas.
Not Snappy. Sappy.
I'm just going to steal like people's
I
iconic
love that.
nicknames.
Well, my nickname always, if I was ever like signing up for like a mobile game on my phone, I always used frisbee boy. No, frisbee face.
Connor
No, I
Frisbee Face
always say
Kennedy.
frisbee face because whenever I got hit in the head with a disc and had to get stitches,
That's funny, man.
frisbee face.
I'm going nickname this year.
So
When's
we
the battle
got
for Bedford?
but frisbee face
the
sounds
end of the
clever.
year. I've got so long for I have to
the
worry
rest
about
of the
that.
directors: Dave Greenwell, Tom Monroe, John Hauk, Royce Rosanowski, and Tita Ugaldi.
Here's my question: is how do we get on the board? Because I think they need some youth.
They could use some youth.
They could use some youth. They got to. That's probably why Paul slipped under the radar.
I don't know though. All right, here's my proposed thing of what happened. I think Levon Wolf put Paul on the ballot, and I think that everyone else blocked it.